the man of the hour. How are you?
Ah, the man of the half hour. Yes.
How's it
I'm
going,
good.
man?
I'm doing good, man. How
Great.
about you?
Doing great, doing great. Thank you very much for asking. How did it go with the closing?
Perfect. Everything was smooth and easy, and we were in and out of there in about half an hour. So about as good as you can ask.
Congratulations, man. I'm really happy for you and what you're starting to achieve with our marketing. This is great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Right?
I'm I'm very excited too. That's a really good start. It's a really good start.
Definitely, it is. So let's talk about that deal, so we can spread it out and share with other investors. So, well, Jason, let me ask you, can you please give me more context about, the seller situation and the condition of the property?
Sure. So the situation with the seller is they had already bought another property in Tennessee, and they were trying to move and get to Tennessee as quickly as they could. And so they were paying, for both places, putting a lot of stress on them. Um, they so the property was not in ideal shape. They knew that they needed to put some money in that as well, which was causing even more strain. And so when I told them, hey, I'll come in here and buy it just like it sits. You take whatever you want, everything else, just leave it sitting where it is. You don't even have to sweep the floor. She said, oh my gosh, I could see that burden starting to lift off of her. And so after a brief walkthrough and her kind of explaining some things, that had happened, to the house over the years, there was a roof leak, just a couple of things that she wanted me to be aware of. We kind of sat down together at the table and talked about what she would like to have for the house, what she needed to feel like, that she could go ahead and sign up with me. And so we talked about those things. We negotiated briefly, and we agreed on a number. And she shook my hand, signed the contract, and then before I left, she hugged my neck and told me, hey, this is, if this is all legit and we actually, this actually happens, this is going to be so great. And so she sent me a follow-up text yesterday after the closing, a couple hours after the closing, I guess when the money was wired over, and she said, hey, it's done. It's a done deal. I'm a believer. I'm going to do a video testimonial for you. I have talked to, every neighbor on my street. There's a handful of referrals that I've already got their name and number, and I'm going to give them to you now that this closing is done and we see that you are going to do what you said you were going to do. I'm going to hook you up and get you some referrals. And so, like I said, couldn't have asked for a better situation for the first one here. And like I said, hopefully, we'll have a few more that go this well. I don't expect them all to go this well. It'd be great if they do.
Yeah.
But set a pretty high standard for my expectations of what you guys are able to deliver. So super happy, man. Super happy about it.
That sounds terrific. And you know what? I think the biggest satisfaction is, not only being able to, close the deal and exchanging the money, but that seller's satisfaction. I think it makes a lot better, right?
Oh, absolutely. I think that makes all the difference in the world on how good of a deal that you can get, is the belief by the seller that you're really going to deliver and take care of them and give them a little bit of peace of mind. And it's like I tell every seller that I talk to, I could probably pay more money on a house and do this and that, or make less money on a house and still be able to do the deal. But at the end of the day, if I'm giving you what you need and you feel like you're getting what you need for the house, then the price is really just kind of, one of the byproducts of the negotiation. If you feel like
Yeah.
you got a good deal, you probably did.
That's amazing, man. That is amazing. What type of deal was that? It was a wholesale deal or
Oh
what type
no,
of deal?
no, we're gonna flip this one. So
Oh,
it's in a good part of town, really close to a park and a couple of elementary schools, and off of a major highway in the city, right next to the one that I live in. It's only about 8 or 9 minutes away from where I live, so it's very very close. And yeah, we're going to be able to take this one down. Probably put 40 or so into it, bring it to the top of the market, and really be able to make some really good money on it.
sounds amazing. Was there anything or something that you learned from this deal that you consider that you could apply in future deals?
Hmm. That's a good question. I try to learn something in every interaction that I have. But honestly, this one was just so clean from the very beginning. Being able to set the appointment, get in there, and what I call a one call close, just going in and having a contract on the walkthrough on the tour of the property. I mean, it was just so easy. There weren't really any difficulties or anything really to overcome once I got to the house. She obviously had a lot of trust in me from the very beginning. I think the phone call initially, when I kind of explained the process and kind of what we do and how we do it differently, and that I'm a licensed realtor, and so I'm held to a higher standard than your run-of-the-mill investor. I think a lot of those things just gave her a little bit of, peace of mind, like I said, to let me come to the house in the first place. And then once I get to the house, Daniel, we've talked a few times. I kind of have that. I don't know if I'd call it a silver tongue, but I'm able to, just I make a friend, and I just tell them up front, hey, if I don't buy the house, that's fine. If we end up not buying the house, I will help you. I will help you in any way that I can to accomplish what you're trying to do, even if I don't buy the house. And I think that goes a long way with people, especially these days, because you have a lot of people that have that mentality, what's in it for me? And they come in there trying to maximize their returns on the house. And of course, we have to make money. But I feel like if I go in there and I make, and let's say I make $5,000 or $10,000 less than I could have on a property, but they're so impressed with me that they tell 3 other people about me. And
Yeah,
did I really lose? I mean, so it just, I, did I learn anything new? Not that I can put my finger on with this one. Just because, like I said, it was so smooth and easy, that it was almost like stealing. Say that, in asterisks there, because obviously, like I said, we paid a little bit more than really what, we had to. I gave her 5,000 more than what she would have taken for the house. And so, you know, that again, coupled with everything that I told her up front, was, hey, I'm not here to rob you. I'm not trying to steal your house. I'm here to make sure that if we can make a mutually beneficial deal, great, I'll buy the house. If not, I'll help you find somebody to sell your house to. And that's what we were able to do. And so I guess, I mean, the biggest lesson that you learn from that is, the golden rule, Daniel. Treat people how you want to be treated, and good things are going to happen to you when you're putting good things out into the universe. I fully believe that.
I totally agree. Totally agree. I mean, maybe there's nothing new, but it's definitely like a reinforcement of the idea that connecting with people and gaining their trust is definitely a game changer, right?
Absolutely, I agree.
Cool, cool. So this all happened hybrid, meaning that it happened over the phone, but you actually went to the property, shake hands with the seller and stuff like that. Correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, terrific. How long did it take for you to convert this into a deal since the lead came in? I know it was one of your first leads with us, but how
Yeah.
long it took?
Um, 3 days.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Let me ask you, Jason, according to your calculations, what is going to be the ROI on this deal?
Well, of course, I won't know exactly what it's going to be until we sell the house and see how much we're going to have to put into it. But according to what I have calculated, it's going to be a minimum of a $30,000 deal.
That is amazing. Amazing, Jason. Congratulations. I'm really, really happy for you. And I know that there is more cooking in your pipeline that you're already working on. So, I'm looking forward. I see a lot of success down the road for sure.
It's I think yeah, I'll agree that there is a lot of success, and I don't know if it's that far down the road, Daniel. I think with the momentum that we're building and how quickly we're able to do it, I mean, you guys are just making it a cakewalk for me. I mean, I feel like I said, every lead that's been delivered from you guys to me has been, of the highest quality. There's been we talked about in our call, there was one that maybe slipped through the cracks that was just, it was out of state, and somehow that kind of slipped in there. But every other lead that I've had, they communicate with me, they answer, they at least give me the opportunity to see if there's a deal to be made. And like I said, even if I don't make a deal, I make a friend and a referral partner who will let other people know that I'm out there and available if they're in the situation to where they need to sell a property.
Great, great. Mm, so let me ask you, what do you think about our service now that you're touching base on this?
I think you guys have angel wings and a halo, and you were sent from up above to bless me with the ability to do a lot more business for the rest of this year and for many, many years to come. Um, I have a couple of different channels that I use, and I'm going to shut those other channels down and put more money into Hesel Media because I believe fully that you guys are going to deliver everything and more that I'll need to be successful.
Oh man, that sounds fantastic. Thank you very much for that piece. Um, how did our marketing strategies and coaching contribute to your success with this deal?
Um, I'm a sponge. So anytime I can catch, any kind of morsel, any kind of nugget of information, I really enjoy doing that. I've missed a couple of of the calls, the training calls, but the ones that I have been on, it has just been super encouraging to see that other people are also, seeing the same success with the leads that you guys deliver. And so it's not a fluke. And I don't feel like this is a one-off type thing where I just got a really easy lay down and I'll probably never see another deal. It doesn't feel that way at all. It feels like you guys have really dialed in what you're doing and you have a really clear picture of who you are and how you want to do what you do. And man, I just feel like if there's an investor out there that doesn't know about you guys, I mean, I'm kind of torn. I'm like, I don't want to share, but at the same time, I want to tell everybody. I want to shout from the rooftops, hey, these guys have got it dialed in. The training is spot on. I've been able to do some of the live training and the live calls, and of course our coaching calls. You don't leave any bruises. You punch me, but you don't leave any bruises, and I like that. So I appreciate that accountability that you guys give me as well. And I'm getting to a point now to where things are kind of going to get to where I need to hire somebody else to take care of some of the workload. And once I get to that point, I'm going to be able to sit down and go through some of the digital training that you guys, have given as well. So, I mean, I'm really new. I'm only a couple months into this. So, I'm really looking forward to being able to take the lid off of that training as well and see what I can uncover in there to help me improve.
Excellent. Great. All right, Jason. So before I let you go, let me ask you, man, what advice would you give to, to other real estate investors that are just starting?
Um, I would probably say don't be quick to judge a lead before you give it, a chance. Um, like I said, even if you don't buy the property, there's an opportunity in every lead that comes into the CRM. There is an opportunity there. There's an opportunity for you to market yourself. There's an opportunity to make a connection, make a friend. Like I said, that's my number one goal is let me make a friend, because friends like to tell other friends about their friends, and they bring those circles together. And so I feel like if I go in and I'm able to take care of someone in a way that, maybe doesn't, come back monetarily, as in I don't buy the property, but I make a friend who sends me 2, 3, 4, 5 properties over the next several years. Man, it was worth that 30-minute conversation to just get in there and make sure they remember my name, make sure that they have a way to contact me, and make sure that they know exactly what I do and why I do it. And, those things will come full circle. And so that would probably be my number one advice, because coming, you know where I came from, and I have had a ton of bad leads. I mean, a ton of bad leads with the folks that I was with before you guys. And so this has just been heaven sent for me, like I said. And so, like I said, give it at least, give it a shot, because there is an opportunity in every single lead, even if you don't buy the property.
That is an amazing piece of advice. Thank you very much, Jason, for sharing your wisdom with the rest of the people that will be able to, to get to see this video and learn a lot from what you're doing. That is an amazing piece. All right, Jason. So great stuff.